The Malaya Campaign, December 8, 1941 to January 31, 1942, was one of the most significant battles of the Pacific War during World War II. It saw the swift and decisive invasion of British Malaya by the Imperial Japanese Army, leading to the fall of Singapore, the Gibraltar of the East, and marking one of the worst defeats in British military history. 1. The strategic importance of Malaya. Malaya was a key British colony due to its vast rubber and tin resources, which were crucial for both the British war effort and Japan's industrial expansion. Additionally, Singapore at the southern tip of the Malayan Peninsula served as a major naval base and was considered an impregnable fortress. However, Britain's military focus on Europe left Malaya vulnerable to Japanese attack. 2. The Japanese invasion, a lightning assault. On December 8, 1941, just hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor, Japanese forces landed in northern Malaya at Kota Baru while simultaneously attacking Thailand to secure access to the peninsula. Utilizing well-coordinated land, air, and sea operations, the Japanese rapidly advanced southward. Their tactics included superior air power. The Japanese gained air superiority early, neutralizing British and Allied aircraft. Fast-moving infantry and tanks. Unlike the British, who expected an attack from the sea, the Japanese advanced through the dense jungles and used bicycles for swift movement. Psychological warfare. The Japanese instilled fear among defenders through relentless night attacks and deception tactics. 3. The British retreat and the fall of Singapore. The British, Indian, Australian, and Malay forces were unprepared for the speed and ferocity of the Japanese assault. Their defensive positions were repeatedly outflanked, forcing a rapid retreat down the peninsula. Key moments included the sinking of HMS Prince of Wales and HMS Repulse, December 10, 1941. With no air cover, the British fleet suffered devastating losses to Japanese bombers, leaving the sea route to Malaya unguarded. Battle of Jitra, December 11 to 12, 1941. The British suffered heavy losses, leading to a disorderly withdrawal. Battle of Slim River, January 7, 1942. Japanese tanks broke through British lines, forcing further retreats. By January 31, 1942, British forces withdrew to Singapore. However, Singapore fell within a week of intense fighting, February 8 to 15, 1942, marking the largest British surrender in history, with over 80,000 troops taken prisoner. 4. Consequences and legacy. The loss of Malaya and Singapore shattered British credibility in Asia, accelerating nationalist movements in colonies like India and Malaya. The Japanese victory provided them access to crucial resources, fueling their war effort in the Pacific. The defeat exposed weaknesses in British military planning, including an over-reliance on outdated defensive strategies. The Malaya Campaign was a masterclass in Japanese military strategy and exposed the vulnerabilities of British colonial defense. It reshaped the balance of power in Southeast Asia and had lasting effects on the region's future. The campaign remains a critical study of military tactics, leadership, and the impact of strategic miscalculations in warfare.